lead to one of the current top ranks of diamond executives with our company. So Maddie is someone you want to pay attention to. She is the most passionate nurse, life coach, business coach, lover of life and abundance you will ever meet, all in one little tiny dynamic package. Okay, Maddie, we want to mimic you and duplicate you because you and Dr. Matt are blazing amazing trail of release, love, and success. Come on out, Maddie. Play with us and share your wisdom, okay?
All right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mute the line so we can get good quality audio here.
And they can unmute themselves.
Okay, well, if any of our fellow ambassadors are on the line and you guys are unable to hear me, Ceci or Preston, if you guys can shoot me a text and let me know. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, Preston. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I am Maddie Rose. I'm a diamond executive with Zalise, along with my better half, Matt Andrews, have been super excited to join this company. And everything that this company has to offer. So hopefully you guys can join us online for the presentation at ZaliseWebinar.com, like Ceci had told you all about. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So Zalise is the Pay It Forward company. And today we are going to do a launch training. So whether you're new to the company or you've been in the company for a while, these calls are always fantastic so that you can learn new tools to build your business. So what we're going to talk about here just for a brief minute is carving out a piece of the market for you and your family with Zalise. So one of the things that I'm really excited about, we just had Spring Fling and we launched all of these new amazing products. And, you know, we talk about carving out a piece of the market, showing families how to redirect their dollars. We have more tools, guys, to do that now. And I'm super, super excited about that because even myself, I get to redirect a lot of the money that I was spending on supplements like curcumin, and I take green tea extract and all of these things. I mean, literally I can get rid of 8 different supplements now. So just buying the ice, the edge, and the dream, I'm going to be able to save myself a lot of money with our new products. So I'm super excited about that. And I know Steven and the team, they're working on coming up with even more products for us to help people redirect their dollars even more. But with our hemp oil, which is absolutely amazing, people are learning more and more about that every single day, and people are buying it. And I keep having stories of people telling me that, oh, they bought this product for $60 and it doesn't work. And it's just like, well, of course it doesn't work because of its bioavailability. It's really, really low. But what we have here with Zalise, with Ultracell, is this product that is up to, guys, 94% bioavailable, which we just found out with the study that Dr. De Silva did with 20 of his patients. So I'm super excited about that. We're able to get people to redirect their money, have their health increase, and so on and so forth. And we're also now, we've been feeding malnourished children and hay with every single purchase, but now we're also contributing to Vitamin Angels, which is absolutely fantastic. So through and partnering with Vitamin Angels, able to help with all of the purchases that we make with Zalise, support pregnant mother and their growing fetuses. And we're also, and I know that they also provide prenatal vitamins through the first 6 months of breastfeeding. So, you know, welcoming these kids to this world and giving them the utmost nutrition really, really gets me excited. So I'm really excited about that. So where are we now with this company? One of the things this is one of the slides in our presentation that we do weekly, multiple times a week really, that I'm super excited about. It's the curve of prosperity, right? So in 2015 when Zalise formulated, that was the formulation. They were thinking about it. They were coming up with the concept. They were making it work. They were applying it. And then we've been in concentration. So we're concentrating the market. Our company is growing every single day, which is absolutely exciting. And when any company, so if you look at this and you apply other companies that are direct sales or network marketing, like Montevive or Advocare or Mary Kay, the list can go on and on. They follow this curve of prosperity. And the numbers show you that at about $50 million a year, when the company hits $50 million a year, they hit what's called massive growth or momentum. And when the company hits momentum, it starts growing extremely fast, like record-breaking fast. And then after momentum, we go into stabilization. When you're looking at this curve of prosperity, there's a 90% line, and that 90% line shows you that about 90% of the money in the company is made to the right of that 90% line, but 90% of that money gets paid to the people who join to the left. And what I'm here to tell you guys today is you are all in an amazing, amazing spot to get part of that money that's going to come after that 90% line, because we are definitely before it. And we're working on concentration. So what I encourage everybody to do is to go out, share the product, and just really, really, tell people about it. Not only can you help change people's lives based on the product that we have, the hemp oil, and I keep having people come up and tell me all the time, you've given us hope back. Thank you for what you do. And that's really exciting for me. But I also love the fact that we've brought people into the company who have been able to retire from their corporate jobs and do this full time, and they're doing well and they're excited and they get to see their families more and work more. So I encourage you guys, just really concentrate this market, help your family, help your friends, help your community by sharing this as much as you possibly can. So what's your why? I get really excited about my why. I actually have a list of whys, but I'm really excited about the concept of the why, and I encourage every single person to figure out what it is that makes you passionate about life in general, what it is that will make you passionate about this business, about our products. What's the why for you? Is it because we're helping, malnourished children and pregnant mothers, or is it because you want to retire? You have debt you want to pay off. You have kids that you need to find college tuition for. Maybe you want a bigger home or a new home, or maybe you want to pay off your mortgage. Whatever your why is, maybe you just love helping people. Whatever it is that is your why, then make that something that you write down, that you see every single day. And one of the things that I do with life coaching is I really help people understand the concept of abundance and positivity, and ways to motivate yourself. And we have these things called positive affirmations. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, your why is a positive affirmation. You write down your why, and I recommend everybody put it where they see it first thing in the morning. I have my whys taped on a piece of paper beside my bathroom mirror, so that when I'm standing there brushing my teeth for 2 minutes, I sit there and I see my why, and I'm like, oh, that's right. That's why I got out of bed today. That's why I'm going to make these phone calls. That's why I'm going to work as hard as I'm going to work for my family, for myself, for my community, to help other people in the world realize that there is absolutely unlimited abundance. So, just reminding yourself first thing in the morning, what is your why, is extremely important, and that's going to be a huge key to your success. So goal setting, guys. I don't know about everybody on the phone, but I absolutely love my achievements. I love writing things down. I love checking things off. It's a lot of fun for me, and it keeps me motivated. So in order to keep self motivated, you need to write this down so that you can hold yourself accountable, right? So pick what rank you want. And what's fabulous about our comp plan, guys, is when Steven and his team, they designed this comp plan, they designed it in a way that you will succeed if you follow the comp plan. One of my favorite documents that's provided for us in our resources is the Ambassador Rank Flyer. And it walks you through every single step that you need to do, from an active associate all the way to from an active ambassador all the way to a triple diamond executive. And it walks you through what you need to do. And each rank builds on the next. So no matter where you guys are, I don't care if you just came in yesterday. I don't care if this is your first release call that you've ever heard. That is a really awesome flyer for you to print off. And there's, what I really like is on the left-hand side, there's white space where you can write down the date, where you're going to go, what you want. And as you achieve through those ranks, then you unlock more of the comp plan, which is really, really fun. I always suggest that everybody, so whatever rank you are now, push for the next rank, right? And then come up with long-term goals and short-term goals. So like a long-term goal may be, okay, during the white zone, I'm going to put 7 people on the challenge. I'm going to put 14 people on the challenge. I'm going to put 21 people on the challenge. Guys, with that, the sky's the limit, right? So come up with that short-term goal and, write it down and figure out, okay, what am I going to do today? And then how many people in the blue zone, which is the second 10 days of the month, are you going to get signed up? You take those handful of people or multiple handfuls of people if you're Matt and I, or Tony and Jenny and some of us out there just going crazy that you put on this, the challenge, and how many of those, pick a time when you're going to follow up with them, try to get them signed up. And then, so a short-term goal could be that bump. What rank are you wanting to achieve for March? And I'm going to go into some of our amazing opportunities that we have for March and March Madness at the end of this presentation. But what is your goal for March? What is it that you are wanting to do in March? That's your short-term goal, but pick other short-term goals within that short-term goal. Challenge. How many people do you want to get signed up this month? So on and so forth. And then a long-term goal. Where do you want to be in a year? What's your goal at the end of 2018? What rank do you want? What's your financial goal? Set those down. Write them down. Then where do you want to be in 2 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Because the one thing I really want to explain to you guys right here, I've had some people think that this is a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not. I want you guys to decide to at least dedicate 24 months to Belief. And I promise you, if you do that and you work your butt off, you are going to see it pay off. Then the other step really to goal setting is evaluating and resetting. So when you're setting these short-term goals, I do not want anybody to get discouraged if you don't hit them just because you can't get people to take the challenge or to buy the challenge or you can't get people to sign up. Remember, no doesn't always, it means no right now, not always, okay? So you might have people shoot you down this month. I strongly encourage you, don't take that personal and just keep going. Okay, when somebody tells you no, they're not rejecting you. They have a no for another reason. They're telling you no because maybe there's something going on in their family. Maybe somebody's ill. Maybe their parents ill, or maybe they just feel really overwhelmed at the moment. But that doesn't mean that they won't think about it and come back to you in 2 months and want to sign up. We've had that happen more than 5 times. So I'm just saying, guys, really, really, I promise, just stick to it. Don't take it personal. So when you go through that, evaluate at the end of the month, evaluate at the end of the week, and be like, okay, is this working? If this isn't working, what do you think you could do? Brainstorm with your upline. Talk to the person who sponsored you. Go to your upline area, regional, national, presidential, or diamond executive ambassadors, and have them help you evaluate what you're doing and maybe reset. But remember, this evaluating and resetting is all about being flexible. So again, I talked a little bit about this already, rank requirements. Focus one rank at a time, and why that's so important is because, again, like I said, they build on each other. Associate it gets you set up for community. Community gets you set up for city. City gets you set up for area, so on and so forth as you're going. And what I really, really like is the way Stephen has like these binary volume requirements, 2,000 in each leg for area, 6,000 for regional in each leg, 18,000 in each leg for national and 60,000 in each leg for presidential, and it goes on and on. The reason that he does that and he divides that up so that you need so much volume in the left and so much volume in the right is he is setting you guys up to have a rock solid foundation to your business that will survive long term. And that's what we want, guys. We don't want you to hit a rank and then never be able to hit it again. So the comp plan is set up for you guys to really figure out how to do that. And I love this comp plan, guys, because I have never done this. I've never worked in this industry. Belief is my first opportunity to do so. And I'm going to tell you right now, within 4 days, Matt and I made it to city. We qualified for our busing bonus. By day 11, we qualified for area, which gave us our Jeep. By day 14, we qualified for regional ambassador, which then we had our Jeep. Area also gives you your infinity bonuses. Our regional, we got our infinity bonuses, our Jeep, our healthcare. We also got to tap into the global pool, which is revenue sharing. And then by the end of our first month, we made it to national ambassador. So at that point, we unlocked every aspect except for one tiny little part of the comp plan. By second month, we made it to presidential. And then by our fourth month, we made it to diamond executive. And I'm going to tell you guys how we did this is we shared this. We shared the plan. We did our first meeting by ourselves within 4 days of being in the company. Then Stephen came to Bloomington on that following Wednesday, which was 2 days later, and we did another one. We shared the plan one-on-one all the time, multiple times, over and over and over again. And, that's how you really get success in this is when you start, set your goal for area and push for it. Push for it, push for it. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys don't make it, that's okay. Because all of that work that you're doing, you're going to get there. Then in your second month, push for it again. Push, push, push. and you guys will get there, okay? So it's really, really important. Your work, though when you first start, may not show you guys a financial gain right away. Know that what you do today will pay you in 90 days. So keep that going. Keep it going. It's not for nothing. It's just, you know, we have to change our mindset just a little bit from clocking in and clocking out, right? We all know that clocking in, clocking out is a dead-end job. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it every single day, and then when it's time to retire, you're not really going to have anything to retire off of. So I'm encouraging everybody on this phone, shift your thought process. Shift your thought process away from, you know, every time I clock in and clock out, I make this many dollars an hour. Shift it away from that. Because when you first start this business, you're going to feel like you're doing it for nothing, but you're not. And I guarantee that you're not. When Matt and I first started pushing, you know, we didn't see a whole lot of volume return in our first month, but we see it now. And I'm so excited about that. So I'm just really encouraging you guys to just think outside the box and trust that this works. Okay, we have stories like Jenny's who was in Montevideo. We know that it worked for her, and she pushed and she believed and she had faith. And I'm encouraging everybody on the phone here to do the exact same thing. And that's what Matt and I have done since we've started, is we've had faith that it works. And it has worked, and it does pay off. So, you know, do the activity. You get paid on your activity. So show the plan, share the minis. And so here we go. We're going to go into the easy ways to share. Use your 7-day challenge. And the 7-day challenge is one way to get people at a very small monetary value on the product. And guys, I'm sure if anybody on here, maybe you've signed up because you had an amazing testimony around this product. We see it all the time that people within minutes, their life can change. Within days, their life can change. I've had so many people come up to me and tell me, thank you for giving me my spouse back. Thank you for giving me hope. And guys, I don't know about you, but that makes my heart swell with love and just joy and just so much excitement for what we do every single day. And it encourages me to go and keep doing it. And I absolutely love it. So with the 7-day challenge, who do you know? Families, friends, Facebook friends, who do you know that you can share the challenge with? And then follow up, guys. Don't just put people on the challenge. In your back office underneath resources, you have an ultrasound health challenge form. When you put somebody on the challenge, ask them what they're trying to see improve. Do they want to sleep better? Do they want to be in a better mood? Do they want to ache less? Whatever it may be, ask them what it is that they're looking for, because when that happens, then you're able to call them in 3 to 5 days after they've started that 7-day challenge. I recommend nobody wait until 7 days to follow up with somebody. Do it somewhere between 3 and 5 days. Maybe call them at 3 days and be like, hey, are you sleeping better? Do you feel better? Tell me what's going on. I'm curious. I want to know. And be excited about what their experience is. And then if they haven't seen anything by day 3, make some notes on that piece of paper, which is going to have their email and their phone number on it and so on and so forth, and ask them, hey, is it okay if I call back and check on you in 2 days? So on day 5, can I check on you? Because I'm really excited to see if this product is going to help your life and help you feel better. And then follow up with them again. And then I guarantee somewhere between that time frame, something's going to happen, something's going to shift. At the end of 7 days, if they haven't noticed anything, don't tell them, oh, well, this product's not for you. Say, hey, well, we've seen people who have needed to be on the product for 4, 6, and 8 weeks before they've seen benefits. And I'll tell you guys right now, we have an ambassador who signed up with the company, wanted to believe in the product, didn't have results right away, but at 2 months, it was like a switch flipped. And all of a sudden, he'd lost like 30 pounds in a couple of weeks. His blood sugar got better. All of these amazing things happened for him. And I'm so happy that he was determined to stay on the product. So just because something doesn't work right away doesn't mean that it's not going to, okay? And then the more people that you guys can get on the challenge, the larger your signups are going to be. The better your business is going to be, the stronger your business is going to be. Think about farming, guys. When farmers go out and put seeds, do you think that they just put in as many seeds in the ground that they want to produce crops? Well, you know, those seeds are going to get eaten by birds, or they're going to get washed away from the water, or they're just not going to sprout. So farmers sow tons of seeds so that they can have the harvest that they want to have. So I'm encouraging you guys to take that philosophy and apply it to your business. Your minis are your seeds. Go and plant those, as many as you possibly can, and then watch your crop grow. And then when your crop grows, then you harvest it. You bring them in. You sign them up as an ambassador, and then you keep helping and supporting them. So if you're new, and if you're not new, I say if you're new, I've got a list of people. I make a new list of people probably every 2 to 3 weeks, where I start digging and I start finding places. I was actually talking to Stephen on the phone this morning. We're digging through the cupboards right now, trying to find people to contact, find people to share this product with. I've got 8 people on my list right now that I'm actively working with to share the challenge. And I've gone and I've shown the plan over a lunch one-on-one with one of these people. And so this is something that you keep doing it. If it works, keep doing it. Matt and I shared one-on-one. Just because I'm a Diamond executive now doesn't mean I'm going to stop. It's worked, right? So just this last Tuesday, I had lunch with a friend of mine from high school. We sat down. I put him on the challenge. I showed him the plan, and he's excited. He's super excited. So, and, you know, we were doing this on the phone. We do phone calls. We do one-on-one calls. So please, please, please make your list of somewhere between 50 and 100 people and start going through those names. Don't prejudge. Don't think somebody won't be interested, because that's not necessarily the case. And then Tony's actually really good about talking about this chicken list. But when you have, and I love it when he talks about it, when he shares about it, but I'm usually comfortable with talking to anyone and everyone because I'm not super concerned with other people's opinions of me. But if you are, and most people are, if you're scared to talk to somebody, you know, maybe I would say the first person who was on my chicken list was my dad. I didn't want to tell my dad what I was doing. But you know what? I talked to him within the first week. So make a list of people that you're nervous to talk to, or make a list of those people that you think, oh, they're going to judge me for doing this. All right? I strongly encourage you guys to figure out how you can grow to the point that you don't care what other people's opinions are of you. Because, again, if somebody has an opinion of you based on what you're doing with this company, they don't know the company, they don't know you. It's based on some prejudice that they have from somewhere else. So just don't worry about that. But make that list of those people that you're really, really scared to talk to, that you're nervous to talk to, and please call those people too, because it gives you an opportunity. That conflict of being nervous to talk to somebody gives you the opportunity to grow, to become better, to be stronger. So I strongly, strongly encourage that. And then I've already talked about this some too. Activities key. So contact, invite people to meetings, find meetings in your local area. Do the 7-day challenge, follow up, and show the plan. I mean, I feel like I've covered that in pretty good detail so far. So prospecting. What I'm going to encourage everybody here to do is whenever you're approaching somebody or calling somebody, do it with confidence. Do it with this belief that this is going to help change their lives, because it will and it can. But if you approach somebody and you don't feel sure about something, they're not going to trust you with the information. So, you know, figure out, again, this is one place where I suggest everybody use their why. Why are you doing this? Come up with that mantra of why are you doing this? And when you sit there and repeat your why a couple of times over and over and over, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, doesn't matter, 20, it doesn't matter how many times it takes you to feel confident in what you're doing before you show the plan to somebody. And when you have that why coursing through your blood, then you show the plan and you're confident because you believe in your why. You've got your passion, that excitement. It's contagious, guys. People absolutely want to catch passion. They want that excitement. They want that desire for something bigger and better. So if you can come to them with that confidence and with that lust for what we're doing, then, you know, they'll feel it, and you're going to have a lot more success. Let them understand how big of a value the lease is, how big of a value our products are. I mean, guys, the hemp industry is going to grow by 700% and probably more than that by 2020. This industry, along with this industry of how we are marketing it through direct sales, and then you take that concept of direct sales and you apply it to the hemp industry, guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This opportunity will never, ever, ever come again. I'm serious. It's never going to happen because it's not going to become illegal, and then 80 years is going to pass. We'll all be dead and gone. You know, and then so we've gone 80 years without this hemp, right? And we're seeing what it's doing based on the endocannabinoid system. This is absolutely urgent. Get involved now because this window of opportunity is going to be gone. So make sure that you're sharing that with people. If people are like, oh, well, I don't know, then just be like, yeah, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this just isn't for you. And what that does is it's called the takeaway. But what that does is that gives that person food for thought. If they think you're desperate, then they're going to be turned off by it. But if you sit there and say, yeah, maybe this isn't for you, that's going to make them ask, well, why isn't it for me? And when they start to ponder that and think about that, maybe it'll take a couple of days, but they might call you back. Maybe it'll take a couple of months, but they'll still probably call you back. And then less is more, guys. Don't over-talk. Don't try to talk about things that you don't know about. If you're brand new, what is it that got you to sign up? What was the thing that you were most excited about? Well, talk about that, because that's something that you can talk about with genuine authenticity, and that's something that's going to help somebody get really, really excited. So overcoming objections, not a salesperson. Great. We want people who are going to share the product and going to share the opportunity and help pull people into our business. And then the other one is, well, that's just a pyramid scheme. The first question to ask is, well, what does that mean to you? Ask them to explain to you what their view or their impression of a pyramid scheme is. And then most people will probably say something like, oh, well, that's where the person at the top makes all the money. What I usually say to people when they tell me that is like, oh, you mean like the CEO of healthcare companies, health insurance, CEO of Anthem? They're at the top of the pyramid scheme, right? CEOs at a lot of hospitals. I mean, again, guys, I'm a nurse, so this is the things that I've learned over my years of doing this. The CEOs at the top of healthcare companies like Anthem and so on and so forth, they make so much money that it's ridiculous. And then the people underneath them don't make anything. Or like the CEO at a hospital makes tons and tons of money, but the employees, the nurses and the nurses' aides who actually take care of the patients, we make nothing. So that is a pyramid scheme, right? So just helping people realize again that corporate America, that's the pyramid scheme. What we're doing, show them that curve of prosperity. We're the people at the bottom of the pyramid, laying the groundwork, building a strong foundation for this company, for this industry. We are at the bottom, and the people at the bottom in this company are the ones that are going to make the money. So it's the exact opposite. And people talk about not having enough time. Well, ask them, how much time do you think you have? Do you have a half an hour a day? Is there something that, you think you can maybe eliminate to, provide this opportunity for you and your family? But there's always time, guys. Maybe there's a TV show that you watch every night, or maybe you sit on the couch and watch TV. Maybe you could take a half an hour to work on Zalise, or an hour to work on Zalise, and then watch TV for an hour after that. I know for me, if I sit down and start working on Zalise, an hour will turn into 8 because I get really excited about all of it. And then, when people come back and say no money, well, this is an exact reason why they should do this. And we have 3 different plans that you can join into the company so that everybody has an opportunity, right? So you don't have to have a lot of money to join in. So that's just really not the greatest excuse. So how do you earn your Jeep? You build your 4x4, guys. So when you sign up and you come in at a gold, and then you personally enroll 4 golds, and you help your 4 get 4, then there you go. You've got your Jeep, and you've unlocked $100 in blessing bonus, your $400 for you to go purchase a Jeep. And what that really turns out to is it's 17 gold packs, guys. 17 gold packs in a month. That's what it turns out to. If you're not in your fast track still, if you can go and sign up in your team, 17 gold packs, you've hit area. So it's a very, very obtainable level. And what I like about it is it's a great building of a foundation for you to go do the next ranks, because area is really hard to hit because you're doing a lot of the work on your own. Once you have those 17 gold packs in your team, then guess what, guys? You're going to have 17 other people helping you build this. So you're not doing it on your own anymore. And if not everybody joins at gold packs, they come in at some silvers and some bronzes, then you just need a bigger team, which is what's really cool about that, is that's more people helping you build this. So duplicate in depth. So build in depth. Create the 4x4s as many times as you can. So I'm going to throw in the 2020 here, right? There's this in your back office underneath resources. Stephen has an amazing video, the 2020 plan. I recommend everybody who has not listened to it, go to that and listen to it because it's a vital tool for your success. If you can sign up 20 people on your left and 20 people on your right, you're setting yourself up for $1 million a year in this industry. That's what the numbers show. Half of those people are going to quit, guys. When you sign up 2020, you're going to end up with 10 and 10. You know, and then you're going to have some people who maybe are just going to order products. You're going to have some people who are going to sit there and incubate. But what you're going to end up with is a couple really strong builders on each side. And so when I heard about the 2020, when I first started the company, I watched Stephen's presentation of the 2020 that was in the back office, and that was that's how I built my business. I was like, okay, 2020. Jenny and Tony, they worked with Matt and I when we first came in, and we talked about the 2020, right? So when we talked about that 2020, I was like, all right, I have a goal. This is what I'm going to do. We completed our 2020 within our first month. We were so excited and so excited about what that could mean for our business. We completed it as fast as possible. And so we're working now to duplicate that and complete the 2020 again. And, you know, I want to build a really, really, really strong business. So that 2020, guys, I'm telling you, get back there, listen to that in your comp plan. It is vital. It's so awesome. The information is fantastic. Now, when you build in depth and you do that 4x4 and then you repeat the 4x4 and then you repeat the 4x4, that gives you your residual income, guys, because all of those people are going to continue to order product. And so you do the work once, and then when you have a team of people who are ordering product, you don't have to go and do that work again for them to order that product, yet you get paid off of it. So that's really fun, and I really enjoy that, you know, building in-depth concept. Okay, so following up and following through, guys, 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. So guess what? When you call and talk to somebody 4 times, and what happens if you bail after that 4th time? Well, you've missed the opportunity between talking to that person between the 5th and the 12th time. I've had multiple people that I've reached out to and never heard anything back, but I've kept reaching out to them. I haven't been pushy or anything. I've shared with them, like, hey, this is what this is doing for my life. This is what it's done for my life as a product standpoint, how it's helped me. You know, and I reach out to them and I talk to them about it, and more people get on board the more and more you share with them. And I already kind of covered this a little bit. No now does not mean no, not never. Okay, so somebody who's going to say, we had a gentleman who signed up with, who we worked with 5 months ago now, and we worked with him. I mean, I spent so much time talking to him and talking to him about the comp plan and talking to him about the product and so on and so forth. I mean, and then he vanished. It was like, and we were like, okay, great. And then 4 months after those calls, he called and said, okay, I'm ready to sign up. And now he's doing biweekly meetings, and he's going to trade shows, and he's doing all these other things. So just remember, guys, just because somebody says no, not today, you don't know everything that's going on in their lives. You don't know if they've got kids, if they're married, so on and so forth, if somebody's sick. You don't know what's going on. So just because they say no today, they have a good reason probably for it. Maybe they don't trust it. Maybe they want to go do their own research. But not everybody's going to tell you why they're telling you no, right? They're just going to say no. Well, you know, that doesn't mean that their situation isn't going to shift in the next few months and that they're going to come back to you. So be patient. And just remember, some will, somewhat, so what, next, right? Just remember that acronym. You want to talk to people, sow your seeds, okay? So don't get hung up on those no's. Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the binary. You're going to enroll one person on your left and enroll one person on your right to activate your binary. And this is where we talk again about that 2020 vision. This is a great thing where you just keep repeating that. And you want to build both of your legs as strong as you can. And if you have your 100 BV Autoship turned on, which I suggest 2 things, guys. I mean, honestly, Matt and I started a brick and mortar business, and I know how much that cost, and I know how long it took us to break even, to get out from underneath that debt. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, your join pack, you're gonna get that money back. If you come in at a silver or gold, you're gonna get your money back. So your commitment to starting your own business was very small, and you're gonna be debt free around that commitment very, very quickly if you sell your product. Okay. Then the other thing you have to think about, usually when you have a brick and mortar business, you have employees, you've got supplies you've got to buy, et cetera, right? That you've got to pay. You got to pay your employees their pay, their weekly, hourly pay, right? Well, we don't have that here, which is what's so awesome. So what I suggest everybody do, right, is you have a 100 BV Autoship. And what the 100 BV Autoship is where you turn on that Autoship and you get your product, and you can sell your product when it comes in so that you get your money back. But what that does is it stores all of the volume from every single join pack that gets signed up in your left and your right team, okay? It stores that volume up to 1 million points. Look at it this way, guys. When you came in and you bought your position, you have your ambassador spot. You just bought a house, okay? And that 100 BV Autoship is your monthly payment that you're going to pay, right? And those points storing is your equity, okay? And then, you know, the product, if you use a bottle of that product, then it's you know, it's like paying the interest on your house payment. No big deal. You're taking the product, you're getting a benefit from it. It's not a big deal. And we do that stuff all the time, guys. So these points that can store up to a million points, it's equity into your position. It's a no-brainer. The other thing that I highly, highly recommend, pay the 86 cents a day to have ProCloud. You cannot build this business if you cannot see your team. And that's one of the things that we really reach out and we teach people is, you know, you can get into the back office, you can look at rank research, you can see where people are, and you can help people get to community, to city, to so on and so forth. And when you can reach out and help the people that you bring into the company by doing that, then guess what? They're going to be more successful, and so will you. So throwing money out the window, we just talked about this. So activate at a 50 BV Autoship, 100 BV stores the million points, 100 BV accelerates your commissions. And I always suggest that everybody, when I sign somebody up, I ask them, what day of the week would you like, what day between the 1st and the 7th would you like your Autoship to come out? And the reason why that's important is it shows you your rank early on. It allows you to see how many people in your downline have activated their Autoships between the 1st and the 7th. So by the 7th day of the month, you know all of your Autoships have come out, and you see where your volume is. And from there, you know what work you need to do to qualify for your rank. It's really important to do that. It's important for you, and it's also important for your team to set them up for that success. Cloud documents to use. Use the win sheet, guys. The win sheet is, I have a stack of win sheets, probably 400 win sheets in my Jeep that I take, and every single time somebody signs up, I give them that document because that helps them start off with some information right there in their hands. There's product training in the back office. There's business training. I've already talked about that 2020 plan. And then there's also like the endocannabinoid system. I believe we have a recording in there that Dr. Andrew did. So there's information for you guys to educate yourself. So take your time to review those documents. It's really important. Okay, plugging in and promoting. We have our conference calls, our freedom calls. The freedom call is absolutely, without a doubt, the call you do not want to miss every week. So when you sign somebody up, make sure you let them know about that freedom call. Highlight it on that win sheet when you hand it to them and say, hey, this call is really important. Our CEO of the company, Stephen Thompson, gets on it and he gives us updates and lets us know what's going on. And not only that, but Stephen's extremely motivating, guys. So when you can tap in and hear what Stephen's saying and you get to hear his passion, like I talked about earlier in this call, passion is contagious, right? So when you hear Stephen's passion around what we're doing with this company, you catch it, right? And then you go and you get to put all of that energy into your business. Plugging into corporate events and super Saturdays like Spring Fling. I mean, everybody who was at Spring Fling, we felt that energy there. We felt that love. We felt that passion. We felt that excitement. And I had so many people call me afterwards and just say they actually went and showed the plan Sunday evening after Spring Fling, and the person that they were talking to, they were like, this company's amazing. And they looked at her and said, you know what, I can feel it. I can feel it radiating off of you. So, and that person signed up. Take advantage of getting there, getting around the energy, get around the team, get around all of us who are so excited about the product in this company. And then local meetings. If you don't have a local meeting, start one. That's what Matt and I did. When we came in, there wasn't a local meeting here in Bloomington, Indiana. You know, there was only a couple of ambassadors here in Bloomington, Indiana when Matt and I started. And we signed up, and within 4 days of signing up, we did our first meeting. And then Stephen was here on day 6, helping us do a meeting. And then we have done a weekly meeting. Guys, we have not miss our weekly meeting. We might have to have other speakers come in because Matt and I travel all over the place. But in Bloomington, for our ambassadors, for our team, and for us, we have a weekly meeting, and we have never not done it, okay? Super, super important. And your weekly meeting can start small. You can do it in your house. You can invite over a handful of friends. Show them the plan. You guys have access to a 30-minute call of the plan that was done by myself, Stephen, Double Diamond Executive Jenny Lesby, Presidential Ambassadors Eva Angelopoulos, and Nicole Flynn. You guys can tap into that, bring some people over to your house, pop that on your TV, and have them watch it. It's 30 minutes. And then answer any questions that you can answer. And if somebody asks you a question that you don't know, I suggest everybody be honest and be like, hey, I'm new to this. I don't know, but I'll try to find that out for you. Don't try to answer something that you don't know, because then that discourages people. And then meeting etiquette, guys. If you guys are coming to somebody else's meeting, like for example, if you're coming to our meeting in Bloomington and you're an ambassador, please follow, be there on time, pay the $10 entrance fee, or whether or not you're going to see Tony and Jenny in Noblesville, Indiana. Come prepared to pay your ambassador fee of $10, because that helps them pay for the room. That helps us pay for the room. Let's be kind and courteous so that we can all continue to do this and be on time, and let's just be respectful, holding our questions to the end, and no recording. Don't record the presentation, and definitely don't record people's testimonies. That's super important. Okay, so don't ever quit. There are ups and downs. Trust me, Matt and I have been through them. I know Tony and Jenny have been through them. I know Nicole's been through them. You're top leaders in the company here, guys. We have our ups and downs. And I already talked about this. 2-year minimum, right? You have to agree to yourself, make the decision within yourself to do this for at least 2 years. But 2 to 5 years is awesome. And remember that if you need help, go to your upline. If you're struggling with something or you're having a down, always go to your upline. Do not go to people that you have sponsored. Take positivity downstream and take negativity upstream, right? Take it to your upline if you have a problem or you have a question or you're feeling discouraged about something. Because if you take that information to people you've sponsored, you're going to poison your waters and you're going to potentially destroy your business. So if you have any kind of an issue that you're having, or you're confused, or you feel lost, or you're overwhelmed, talk to your upline ambassadors, okay? Those people are there to help you. And then what I want to say here really quick is keep it simple, take care of yourself, don't take everything so seriously. Like I said, no's are not a rejection. It just means not right now, okay? And it isn't, so don't have fun, guys. Share this opportunity. And talking about opportunities, we have March Madness right now with Belief. So for the month of March, for the entire month of March, we have some absolutely amazing opportunities that you guys can tap into. So we have a special March Madness packages. For every 2, we have a preferred customer 2-point contest. So for every 2 customers that you set up, then you're going to be in that contest and be eligible for that. And then we have our new ambassador 3-point contest. For every 3 new ambassadors that you sign up, and you're going to be into that contest. And then we have our Elite 8 Recruiters contest. It's going to be the top 8 recruiters for the month of March. Okay, and that's what they're looking into. And then when we go to our event on March 24th in Carmel, Indiana, at the Sheraton there at Keystone, we're going to be doing an event from 9 to noon that you guys should be getting tickets for. You can go to ZelisEvents.com and get your tickets to start recruiting people to that. From 9 to noon, it's going to be for guests. This is an opportunity presentation done with Steven and Dr. De Silva, guys, seriously. And then Tony and Jenny, Double Diamond Executives, are going to be speaking, and then Matt and I, Diamond Executives, will be speaking at that event. This is an event you do not want to miss getting your people to. And then if you end up in those top 8 recruiter contests, they're going to be doing a CEO dinner. So you'll get to go to dinner with all of us. So here's the Silver Show special, guys. This is absolutely amazing. You're getting 3 more large bottles than you normally do with the Silver, and your people are getting these 12 minis. This is absolutely fantastic. Already under the Silver package, guys, when people come in, you can get your money back, right? Now you can get even more money back. This is absolutely fantastic. Super excited about these packages. And with our Gold pack, normally you get 7 large bottles. Now you're going to get 10. So again, an additional 3 large bottles, your 24 minis, and 5 days, 4 nights to Cancun. What's really, really fun about that is that Cancun package is that's instant gratification for somebody. We already have somebody in our team here in Bloomington who signed up, got the Cancun package at Spring Fling, and they're going next month in April to Cancun, and they're super excited about that. That's that instant gratification that, hey, I'm spending $1,300, but guess what? I've got a trip to Cancun for 5 days and 4 nights, so they get to go on a vacation when it works for them. But this product and number is absolutely fantastic, guys. I mean, just what you can do. There's $3,000 in retail value with this product for $1,300. This is absolutely a no-brainer. All right. So that's really our, this is back to the timing and positioning. So that's really our presentation today. That's our training for today. I want to leave you guys with just these words of don't make it harder than it needs to be. It's something that we tend to like to do. We like to make things more difficult than it has to be. Just share the product. Share it. Keep it simple. If you don't know the answer, go to your upline. And seriously, guys, have fun. That is the absolutely most important thing. And in order to keep yourself passionate about the business, please, please take the time to take a piece of paper, write down your whys, write down your goals, and put them somewhere where you can see them first thing in the morning, every single day. With that, guys, I know I do that. I know Matt does that. I believe everybody who's succeeding in this company is absolutely doing that. And I'm going to leave you guys to your beautiful Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm just super, super excited to have everybody on this team and on this journey. So have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you.